All right, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. It is a beautiful Wednesday in Western Pennsylvania, the last day in the month of January, the 31st, 2018. Your headlines: Dr. Brenda Fitzgerald, this just breaking this morning, director of the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, resigned from her position today. The move comes one day after Politico reported Fitzgerald has purchased tobacco stock after she assumed the position of the nation's public health agency. President Trump was overheard telling a lawmaker yesterday he's 100% plans to release a controversial memo alleging the FBI abused its surveillance tools. The president was responding to Representative Jeff Duncan on whether he planned to release the document as he departed a packed House chamber following his first State of the Union address. Now, that is the news today, his State of the Union address. Now, CNN reported that almost half of Americans who watched the president's State of the Union address, 48% say they had a very positive impression of the speech. They also said that was the lowest since they started taking this poll back in 1998. He talked about the economy, biggest tax cuts in history, talked about Apple investing hundreds of millions. He talked about Exxon investing billions of dollars into this country. And he also talked about how families, their paycheck, on an average, across the country, will increase $4,000 annually because of these tax cuts. He talked about 2.4 million jobs being created since he was president. He talked black unemployment. President saying that black unemployment has fallen to a record low 6.8% in recent weeks. On tax reform, a lot of it had to do also with things happening with the auto industry. He talked about how there is a, new life, new attitude in Motor City, Detroit. And he talked about one amazing thing that's happening from Sergio Marchionne and Chrysler. They are bringing the production line that makes that beautiful Ram truck back from Mexico to the United States. He talked ISIS. The president talked about the coalition to defeat ISIS had liberated very close to 100% of the territory just recently held by ISIS in Iraq and Syria. Also, with members of the Supreme Court looking on, including Neil Gorsuch, he said, "We have done and put more circuit judges in than any other administration." Immigration, very big part of his speech last night. Roughly 50,000 immigrants per year arrive on diversity visas, and hundreds of thousands annually come on family-related visas. The Trump administration has linked a fraction of a percentage of those to terrorism. Also, family-based migration. Under the current broken system, the president said a single immigrant can bring in virtually unlimited numbers of distant relatives. Also on immigration and what he believes his administration is doing to make our country and our borders safer, talking about MS-13 gang members, how Border Patrol and ICE have sent thousands upon thousands, he said, of these gang members out of the country or into our prisons. Now, back to the business of the economy. He talked about energy, saying that they are very proud, the Trump administration, to announce that this country is now an exporter of energy around the world. We'll be talking much more about this as we head into the weekend. Now, I will be doing the Super Bowl preview show at Coons Market on McKnight Road in for Mike Pintek, noon to 3, but we will also take time to look back at the State of the Union address, and we'll talk more about it and break it all down throughout the weekend. Now, what's happening later today with your Pratte Pack? We are going to hit the Pennsylvania Turnpike, the best stretch of highway anywhere in America. I love it. Get the old Easy Pass out and make my way to Latrobe to visit with Joey DeSalvo at DeSalvo Station. Fine wine and good spirits, helping you plan your big game party. And we're also going to talk a little football on the AT&T Sports Line with Gino DeMarco, the head coach of Geneva. He'll be with me this afternoon via the phone line. And then tomorrow, we huddle up again for a couple of big interviews tomorrow night at the Brighton Hot Dog Shop in Beaver. So we just keep rolling your Pratte Pack. Ladies and gentlemen, get outside and get some of that fresh air. It's good for you. Enjoy the rest of your day, and we will see you later in Latrobe at the historic DeSalvo Station and Joey D Cigar Bar. Good afternoon.